Welcome back, fourth graders. Yesterday we looked at equivalent fractions. We used those area models and we also had the manipulatives. We used those fraction tile strips to find them. Today we're going to use another strategy. We're actually going to use multiplication. Let's start with our first word problem here. It says Sarah needs 3/4 cup of dish soap to make homemade bubble solution. Her measuring cup is divided into eighths. What fraction of the measuring cup should Sarah fill with dish soap? Since I need fourths to make the soap, but my measuring cup is divided into eighths, I essentially need to look at eighths. Let's start by shading a model. We're going to start by using the fourths though, so that we can gauge what that would look like with eighths. So I'm going to start by just simply drawing a box. This actually represents my measuring cup. Now, we know what we need would be in fourths. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw out 4 parts. So that would be fourths. Now, I'm actually going to use another measuring cup. And as you can see, my whole amount is the same size. Okay, but this time around, I need to break this up into eighths. Okay, so I'm going to break this up into eighths, and I'm actually using the fourths to guide my thinking. So there we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so now I have 2 separate models here. On the left-hand side, we used fourths. On the right-hand side, we used eighths. Let's revisit and understand what we have here though. Sarah needs 3/4 cup of dish soap to make homemade bubble solution. That's what she needs. But her measuring cup is broken into eighths. So you can almost say that this over here on the right, this is Sarah's measuring cup and it's broken up by eighths. Got it. Well, if I look down here and if I were to shade this in, so if I'm going to shade this in right here, that is 1/4. Now, if I shade in the same amount over here, that looks like that would be 2/8. So essentially, we just learned that 1/4 is equivalent to 2/8. But she doesn't need 1/4. She actually needs 3/4. So let's go ahead and shade in 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and look at and just kind of erase some of my thinking over here to save some space. So now we have 3/4 shaded in. Using our original model, let's slide on over to what we actually have, which is the eighths. So now we're going to want to shade this in to make it equivalent or the same as our 3/4. How many parts do we have shaded in? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 out of 8 parts shaded in. That tells me that 3/4 is equivalent to 6/8. So to answer the question, what fraction of the measuring cup should Sarah fill with dish soap? She should fill in 6/8 parts of the measuring cup. I'm going to go ahead and circle my answer. That's how much she needs of dish soap. So to quickly review or to summarize, we can start off by making this model and shading it in and drawing a model next to it to better understand what would be equivalent.